would show you how I make my butter out of the heavy whipping cream I just got from Ruby's Pantry, and how I store it. I use out of air vacuum sealer bags. They are the best that I have found. They're really reasonable and they work much better than your typical vacuum sealer bag. You can boil in them, you can microwave in them, you can freeze in them, obviously the refrigerator, just store them on the shelf. If your food that you put in there does not need refrigeration or freezer. But let me show you how I make this butter. And the bags I absolutely love to use for all my food storage. So I'm getting ready to put the heavy whipping cream in my KitchenAid. And then I also got out my out of air bags, and this, I have this sealer, and their out of air bags fits in this standard sealer. I have all kinds of different sizes, like these are the 6x10, which I may put my butter in these ones. And then I have the gallon size, and then these are just different size rolls. So the one that's in my food sealer and then a shorter one. And then these ones I absolutely love because this is the 8 by 100 foot and 11 inch by 100 foot. And you can just slide this, pull out however much you need, and then just, it cuts. I can't do it one-handed, so I'll show you that in a bit. But you just slide it off to the size you need, and it's perfect, and it just stores in those boxes. Absolutely love them. But let me show you how I'm gonna do this butter. So I'm just gonna pour all 3 containers of whipping cream in my mixer. So the date on these is March 23rd, so I definitely want to get these processed and frozen. That way there's no waste, which I don't waste anything when it comes to Ruby's Pantry. It all gets used, and this is, I usually use these out of air bags to store it because it lasts a really long time. But I'm just gonna lock my mixer. I'm just gonna start it on low to start with. It takes like 4 to 5 minutes of blending. But after this gets blended more consistently, I will show you what it looks like. So this is how you cut. You know, you pull out the size you need, and then you just slide this, and it pulls off, and you seal it on your vacuum sealer. So I love these ones because you can customize, and it's a 100-foot roll. So, I mean, any size you need, and it's super easy, compact. You just store it like that, and you don't have to worry about storing it in your vacuum sealer. So I thought I'd show you the process of this. I'm gonna stop this. We've got whipped cream obviously right now, but I'm going to continue. This has been about 3 minutes in, and I'm going to continue to process, and then I will show you when it's turned into butter. So it's starting to turn more like butter. As you can see, the buttermilk is dripping down, so I am going to slide actually my cover on here because it splatters quite a bit when you get going. So instead of having the buttermilk all over the counter, I'm gonna keep it in the bowl. So as you can see, most of the butter is stuck in my whisk, but that'll shake right out. And then I've got all of this buttermilk down below, but I'm gonna get this out and let the excess buttermilk drain out of this. So this is the buttermilk I have left. I have a little bit of butter in there I need to pull out. But I did run this through cold water. As you can see, it's drained, but that helps firm it up. But I'm going to put it in my out of air vacuum sealer bags, and I'll show you how I store this longer term. So I ended up using the 8-inch bags that I actually cut to fit because it was a little bit wider at the top than the other bags I was going to use. But I'm just going to vacuum seal this in the out of air bag. They suck a lot of the air, almost all of it out. As you can hear, it's working. And then it's sealing right now. And you wait. So it's sealed now. So I will just take this butter and I will actually put it in the freezer. The out of air bags have a place at the top here to write on them. But this is how I can store it long term, because obviously when you make butter from fresh whipping cream, it goes bad really fast. So you can also add salt to your homemade butter. I prefer not to, but this is how I'm storing the butter. So I thought I would show you the differences with the Outofair bags I use versus the other brand. The other brand does work okay. However, this one is the other brand, which it did suck, you know, the air out. However, the Outofair brand sucked more out. It curled up the sides, you know, pulling out every bit of air. And what I like about the Outofair bags is it's got that you can write on them. But definitely, I noticed the Outofair bags do pull out more air, and it doesn't matter the kind of machine you have. I just have my standard one you know, buy at Walmart. And then for like the strawberries, this is the Outofair brand. Sealed them really tight. And this is the other brand. It actually, you know, started pulling some of the liquid and smashing it. Versus this one that just sealed it tight without, you know, smashing the strawberries. So there is a difference within the brands. But I'll put their link below if you want to check them out. They're really reasonable, and they, you know, help your food stay longer. So this is the butter I ended up with out of those 3 containers of heavy whipping cream. So I'm just going to put these in the freezer and store them for when I need them. So that's how I process, like when I get Ruby's Pantry hauls and I'm able to get stuff in bulk that's nearing expiring, like this heavy whipping cream. I just turn it into butter, use my Outofair bags, vacuum sealed it, and then I'll put them in the freezer to where it lasts me quite a while. And if I mean, you can put the heavy whipping cream in the freezer, but for me, it's just faster to make the butter now and then put the butter in the freezer for when I need it. And at the cost of butter right now, I'll make all the butter I can with this whipping cream. But yeah, go to outofair.com, check them out. Also check out Ruby's Pantry, but you can get some amazing deals.